Hello. Good to see you again. Cheers.
Hello.
This week we... Oh, f*** off.
We are going on a little day trip today. Well, it's quite a big day trip. We are going to Clapham in London, where we used to live. We've decided to take the boys back to the old stomping grounds. We're going to spend the day on Clapham Common. Got a frisbee, got scooters, gonna pack the little doggies. Yeah, are you ready?
Let me have a look. Oh, poor Bubba. Don't worry, Mummy will fix it. Mummy will fix it.
Oh, really? It matches your helmet and your scooter. It's so weird being back. It feels like it was just yesterday and that we could just walk down the road and be in our old flat again. It's really weird that we can't do that. It's almost like, I don't know, visiting like a chapter of your life where it's almost like you watched yourself and you didn't actually live it, because it feels like it was that long ago. This is like our communal happy place where we're just cuddling each other.
Why did you take your plaster off?
Because it doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, brave boy. Do you remember any of this?
Yeah, I do.
What bit do you remember?
I forgot.
So you don't remember any of it?
That bit.
Do you remember the bandstand? You come back to London on a day like today and you're like, why did we leave?
We went to one of our favourite pizza places in London called Joe Public's. Got ourselves a big cheese pizza.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh,
I forgot
pizzas
how
are
good that pizza place is. So good. I always remember this one time Steph and I decided to get a takeaway from them. We called up to order it, went to go pick it up, and I was sitting on the passenger seat in the car, and because the pizza was so big, I actually had to move my seat back. Do you remember? Because it wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
Good times, good times.
And then we
if
looked
you're in
at...
Clapham ever, go to Joe Public because it's amazing.
Yeah, the woman serving us there was the rudest woman in the world. She was so rude. But I
You
quite
got
like...
a thing about that with people at the moment though, but you've got no self-awareness.
What do you know I've got a thing about that with people? What are you talking about?
Talking about the ice cream event, the altercation that you had with an ice cream lady,
Well,
pizza
stay tuned
lady.
for that.
It's like there
Stay
seems to be a
tuned
common
for that.
theme
It's
here,
not just, you're
and
making
it's
out like
you.
I'm problematic, just having a go at ladies.
If the shoe fits.
Don't, because I'll get people think that I'm
Yes.
I'm some sort of toxic white male.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm not a toxic white male.
Right, stop.
Hey Rufus, mind if I join you? Hey Rufus, what do you think of our Sky Glass TV?
It's amazing.
Did I tell you to say that?
No.
Did I really though?
No.
We've had our Sky Glass TV now for about 5 months, so I thought I could give you 3 of my favourite things about this TV. My first favourite thing is the playlist feature. So the remote has this little plus button on it right there. Whenever you press that, it will add something to your playlist. So anything from the home screen or from Sky or Netflix or from live TV or from Disney Plus, you name it. Just press that button and then the programmes you like are added to your playlist so you can find stuff you want to watch easily and instantly. My second favourite thing is the fact you can own one from as little as £13 a month with 0% interest. And my third favourite thing is not only does it not just cost the earth, it also doesn't exploit it because it's the world's first carbon neutral TV. So that's my 3 favourite things about this TV.
Grayson, can you give me 3 things you like about the Sky Glass TV?
Xbox, YouTube, and it turns on by itself when you walk in the room. Bye bye.
If you want to go and check it out for yourself, links are all in the description. I highly recommend it, but most importantly, Rufus, do you highly recommend it?
Yes.
Yes. Did I tell you to say that?
No.
Did I really though? No. See?
Even doing that walk from Clapham Common to our house, there were so many parts of it that my brain had just completely forgotten about. And it was just so nice doing it again, but it did make me feel a bit sad.
It's so eerie when you look back at an old place you used to live and how it's changed, and you just think, God, it really does have a kind of odd, eerie sort of vibe
Do you think
to
so?
it, doesn't it?
See, I felt like we should have just been able to open the door and
that's
all
what I
our
mean.
stuff would still be there.
That's
and
why it's strange.
It would just be ours still. So it's just, I don't know, it made me feel a bit sad that we couldn't do that.
He scooted past the front door of our house, and I was like, Grayson, do you remember anything?
Gray, look. Do you remember this place?
Yeah, I have.
You don't remember it?
Sorry.
I think he remembers like fragmented parts, and obviously the park he remembered a bit of because he used to take him there pretty much every day.
Do you remember it, Gigi?
Come here every day, Grayson.
Well, I remember the big fields.
That was one of the deciding factors of us moving out of London, actually. Hannah got a WhatsApp saying, by the way, stay out of the park, there's a guy walking around with a machete.
I was part of like a mum's group where we lived, and they were like, just so you know, there's a guy on the corner with a knife. It's like, great. Guess we'll go to a different park today then, shall we?
Boys, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to go and look at Big Ben?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and check out Big Ben and then we'll drive back to Bath.
Before we leave, we promised Rue that we would show him Big Ben, so that's what we're about to do now.
We took Rufus to see Big Ben because he just wants to see every landmark from Go-Jetters. As he said, or as he calls it Go-Zetters because he can't say J still.
That's Big Ben, Roo. What do you think?
Yeah.
You like it?
You happy you've seen it?
Oh my. When you look through that top window, it kind of glitters.
Yeah, it's got lots of gold bits on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, but
Do you
it
reckon-
kind of shines when you look through the top window.
Do you recognise it from your Go-Jetters? Yeah.
Now, all we need to go is India.
It is in Central, it's mad.
Isn't it busy? It's
Forget, don't you, how like, this is just normal.
India.
You want to go to India?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put that on the list.
Will they let us in?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm called Rufus and I love Weetabix. And who's also really annoying. My brother's dumb. You're dumb.
Hey!
I'm better at games than you.
How dare you?
So we have decided to take the boys and the dogs out for a bike ride along the canal. I am wearing like a school PE kit because all of my summer stuff is in the attic because I've not needed it for so long. So yeah, just wearing like this weird like gym kit outfit today. Did you just take the Christmas lights off our front tree?
Yeah.
In April. That's just kind of the kind of family we are. What life advice would you give to everybody watching?
I'm better than you at Fortnite.
What-
Bye.
what-
I love the Sushi hot sun. I like the sun when it comes. Bye.
Love a bike ride, it's so
Yeah,
easy.
I love a bike ride. The little doggies like to run on beside us. If you put them in the basket behind Hannah's bag, behind Hannah's bike, they'll just bark like crazy. So we let them just run on beside us, which they
They
love.
love it so much. George and Pip like to run along beside us, but obviously I have the little dog carriage in case they get tired and hot. One of the best things I've ever bought was my bike. People ask me about it all the time, and I literally just need to make a recording of me like saying why it's good. It's like super friendly for the family. I don't have to ever worry about parking. Literally the best thing I've ever bought.
We just got back from a trip to Dorset as well, didn't we? We went to
Dorset?
Dorset to see Hannah's sister and her sister's husband. That's not very good impression of a West Country person.
No.
Who's there, Rufus?
Sit.
Sit who?
Sit on a door.
Oh my god.
It's a funny joke.
That one I'm keeping.
You keep that one.
This is Hannah's sister, Jo. Jo is married to this guy. His name's Steve. About 6 years ago, Steve cracked open a bottle of Yellowtail Shiraz, told Spotify to play the best of Simply Red. One thing led to another, and as a result, they now have this little guy. His name's Gene. Anyway, we decided to have a staycation together, so Jo booked us 3 nights in this place, which is somewhere in Dorset. The Airbnb was lovely, except for a local deranged goose who tried to attack me. This month is technically supposed to be our non-drinking month, but we kind of fell off the wagon for a few days because when you turn around and find your kids marching around playing a 4-foot didgeridoo, it's hard not to reach for the hard stuff.
I loved the Airbnb we stayed in though, it was so nice. I know you didn't really like it
I did.
things kept breaking and everything was falling apart, but it was so rustic and the dogs were so happy. They were so happy because we were just with them all the time and they slept in our bed.
Dogs are the best holiday ever.
Yeah, I love waking
it.
up to the dogs on my pillow, like looking at me, adoring me.
Yeah, that was cool, man. It was good to get out of Bath for a bit, go somewhere else, a bit different.
And be by the sea.
Yeah, I like being by the sea. I wish we lived near the sea. We went to a beach and did the sort of stuff you do when you go to a beach. Like casting a stone into the ocean and then wondering why that made you feel a bit empty inside. Like wondering perhaps if watching that tiny solitary stone vanish into a dark ebbing tide was a metaphor for what any fleeting sense of joy feels like these days. Like telling someone how much you wish you could bottle the air and take it home with you. They'll agree. They always agree. Which, by the way, you can. You can literally do just that. Here's what you do. Just pull an old empty plastic bottle out of the bin, take off the lid, run along the shore with it for a few metres, holding it aloft, sweep it down, quickly tighten on the lid, pop it in your car. Next time when you're in bed and wake up at 4 a.m. because you've got the debilitating existential dread and crippling anxiety, just reach for your calming bottle of sea air, screw off the lid, seal your lips around the stem, then gently squash either side of the plastic bottle with your hands, filling your aging lungs with coke-infused memories of a calmer, happier time. Well, that's nice, Roo. That's nice. You little rat. Rufus, whenever Rufus says Billy Benson Playdate, I don't know why. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get it from?
Benson.
It basically means it means he's going to go feral. Like whenever the kids say Billy Benson Playdate, it means they just go feral. They just go crazy. They just run around like maniacs. Don't pull out my hair plugs. Don't. I paid a lot of money for that.
We've come to Durdle Door for the afternoon today. It's the busiest I've ever seen it, but it's so nice and warm down here. So just padding in, getting a blanket down. Should have bought some food, shouldn't we?
Yeah, man. We also went to Durdle Door on one of the days, which was nice until I had an altercation with a toxic ice cream lady. Oh yeah, I had an altercation with an ice cream lady. I've rambled about it on my Instagram because it was very stressful.
I don't need to hear the story again.
Or should just not say anything because Hannah's heard, because one person's heard it before and maybe a couple of people on my Instagram. So we just move on to something else then.
Yeah.
That's why a podcast doesn't work very well, you see. You've heard everything. And you just go, I've heard this. It's like, yeah, well,
no, I don't.
Well, you say it with your eyes. You say that with your eyes.
Don't look at my eyes then.
I can't help it. They're beautiful. Well, I think I was right. And a few other people on Instagram said I was right, because I ranted about it on Instagram. But I basically ordered this like coffee ice cream, where they have a plastic cup, put a dollop of ice cream in it, and then they pour an espresso over the top. That sounds great, right? So what you do is you pick it up and you drink it, and then you basically drunk the Nespresso and was mixed up with a bit of ice cream. But then you have a lump of ice cream in the plastic cup. So I was like, can I please have some sort of spoon for this? She's like, I've run out of spoons. And I was like, okay, well, the problem is all we have is this paper straw, and obviously that gets wet, so you can't use that. So like, I've just got a lump of ice cream.
Oh, somebody kill me, please. Somebody kill me, please.
Can I just swap it for some other ice cream? And then she was like, nobody else is complaining. You're the only one complaining. And I was like, you know what? Don't even give me another ice cream. Just take it back. I'll pay for it. Just take it back. Let her have £4. And then I turned around, feeling all self-righteous, and smacked a little 3-year-old girl in the head with a 7200 lens, which
And
is a
stood on
massive
her
lens,
foot.
and stood on her foot. She was right behind me though. Like I wasn't going to see that. The parent should have been
You were
like,
too busy getting angry at the ice cream lady.
I didn't get angry. I didn't lose my temper. I was very calm and considered.
The funny thing was though that I had the exact thing that you ordered and it was lovely.
I'm about to find out if I'm actually going to go ahead and write a book. That might be happening soon. I've got another big project on. I'm about to let you know more about soon as well.
I thought you hated it when YouTubers said that.
I know I do, but I'm not going to
Cut
be like.
that out.
I'm just not going to say it's really exciting because that's what I hate when they say I've got really exciting. It's like, well, it's exciting for you, but it's nothing for everybody else. So don't pretend like it's exciting for the world. The world.
Right, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed our video.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time for more shenanigans.
See you later.
Bye.